Hello, Charlie. You having a nice nap on Saturday afternoon? Look at you, you lazy boy. All right. Hello, McCooey family, and happy Saturday from Cincinnati. It is May 15th today, and your puppies are now a week and about 2 days old. They were born on Thursday a week ago. So, this is what these guys have been doing all week. Sleeping and nursing from mom and growing and developing all their things, like their eyes and their ears and some of their internal systems that are not fully developed when they're first born. Human babies, usually, they've got most of their stuff fully developed. They're just not very big yet, but when puppies come out, they're really not ready quite to face the world yet. So we keep them here in their early weeks in a spare bathroom, which is a small room here. And the reason we do that is we can control the temperature in here. So when these guys are first born, they're not able to control their body temperature all by themselves. So without mom nearby to keep them warm, and for us to keep this warm from being too cold in case the air conditioning comes on in the rest of the house, or it gets too cold overnight or too hot, we have to be able to keep an eye on things and make sure they're in the right range so they don't get too cold or too hot until their body systems can take over and regulate their body temperature like adult animals and people do. So these guys are about twice as big at least as when they were first born a week ago. So all this good, rich, nutritious mother's milk that they're taking into their system not only gives them the energy they need for their body to grow, it also gives them all sorts of good vitamins and hormones they need so they can develop their immune system, so they're resistant to diseases and sickness as they grow, and also gives them hormones and things that help spur all the development of their internal organs and their eyes and ears and everything. So even though they're getting pretty well along, they still don't have their eyes open yet. That won't happen until the end of this coming week. And their hearing is still not fully developed, and their ears aren't really fully open yet, though they are mostly, looks like, on these guys. So, just a minute, I'm going to borrow Callie and Biscuit from Mom here, and we will get a quick up-close look at them. While they're in this first phase here, they really need to be close to Mom all the time, so we're not handling them a lot or taking them out and playing with them or anything like that yet. That'll come later. So, but we'll take a quick look at them so we can see them up close, and you guys can get an idea of how they're developing as we go along here. Is that you, Biscuit? Or is that you, Biscuit? Yes. Okay, guys, so here's our boy Biscuit. Now, it's a little bit awkward in here, in this position and with these lights, but just want to give you a quick look at him now. Both of your puppies are going to be marked really nice. It's nice and even marking, spread out, and he's got the nice special white spot on his head. That's a plus point with the Cavalier Spaniels. So, as you can see, like I mentioned, his eyes aren't open yet. You know, like I said, it won't happen probably for another 5-6 days before he opens his eyes. And once their eyes open, they do start getting a lot more active and doing some more stuff. So Carolyn and Jack, you think about, where were you guys, say 2 months ago, like around St. Patrick's Day? You guys are young human creatures. You're still growing, but if you took a selfie of yourself then and compared to one now, you probably wouldn't see too much difference. You'd be about the same size. Maybe you grew a little bit, and you look pretty much the same. But when you see these guys 8 weeks from now, when you get to be them and see them in person when we bring them up to New York, you're going to be amazed at the transformation these guys go through. And they're going from these little hamsters to bouncy little energy balls. Are going to be ready to take on the world with you. All right, so Biscuit's about ready to go back with Mom and finish his lunch. Let's take a look at Callie. Alright, so here's our baby girl. Here's our Callie. What a sweetheart, look at that. And you can see she's going to have really, really nice markings. And her brown, as she gets older, is going to turn darker like her mom's color on her coat. Be more of a darker golden brown, maybe some auburn highlights in it. They call this color and these markings on the Cavaliers Blenheim. And they do that because the English aristocratic guy way back when they first bred these dogs, he especially liked this color. And he lived in a place called Blenheim Palace over in England. And so they named this color and these marking dogs after the dogs that he bred at his home. So, again, when you see this girl in a couple months, she is going to be much different from the little gerbil you see here today. And she's a sweet girl. Yes. All right. So, like I said, we don't really like to keep these guys from Mom too much and handle them a lot. So I'm going to put them back. But I will introduce you real quick to their sister, who doesn't have her family yet. Okay, so the camcorder cut me off in mid-sentence. But yeah, I wanted to introduce you real quick to Callie and Biscuit's sister. We don't have a name for her yet. You can see she's also a tricolor, like Biscuit is. And usually I like to let our kids name at least one of the pups each, and we only got the one this time, so I'm gonna give them a chance to get their input before we give her a name on it. We don't have a family's claimed her yet, but we probably will pretty soon. But if you guys have any friends or family up there who'd like to have a Cavalier pup just like you, let them know, and we'll be happy to bring her up to Westchester also. All right, appreciate you guys spending some time with us this afternoon. I'm going to let these guys get back to their afternoon nap and their... Okay, guys, one last comment to add in from the editing studio here as I put this together. So that silly camcorder kept cutting off before I finished what I wanted to say. And basically just we're really happy to have you guys along for the ride here so early on in the process. You guys are the first family we've had with us that already had their puppy picked out pretty much at the time they were born. So most of the other owners we've had in the past haven't had a chance to kind of share the experience in these early days when they're just kind of making their first steps out into the world. So we'll have some more pictures and videos for you as they go along. We like to keep everyone posted and kind of give them an idea how their pups are growing and changing over these coming weeks. So look forward to sending you some more, and we'll see you again soon.